Wolfclock Productions, Wolfclock here. This is my second recording of this because the first one had absolutely destroyed audio, so yippee! It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have a flight to catch very soon. I'm tired, I've been at PAX for 4 days straight. Welcome to Secret of the Mimic. So, basically, if you're not in the loop, the latest Five Nights at Freddy's game is called Secret of the Mimic. It is a room-scale VR game where you actually move around, sort of similar to Half-Life Alyx, sort of similar to Boneworks, Bone Lab, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say that kind of game is like. Doesn't matter to me, I'm so tired right now, and I just want to get this video done. Okay, so, I played Secret of the Mimic's demo at PAX 5 times, and I watched my friend play an additional 4 times. That was enough for me to be able to write a lot of good documentation down about what the demo had and what was in each of the 2 levels. This is an approximate recreation of the first level, name of the manager's office, and I'd like to go through some of the things that I saw. So, first things first, we come out of a large red door that is presumably for some manner of elevator. It looked like an elevator door to me. Not sure if that's the case or if it's just a very strangely shaped large red door, but just telling you what I know. On the right, there was a trash can. It wasn't this style of trash can. It was the regular American style trash can. The only reason why I remember this was because I looked in it, saw that the reflections were too bright, and got a little bit embarrassed because I didn't want the devs to feel bad about me just snooping around and seeing things I wasn't supposed to see. Moving along here, we have this whole big room. So, starting from the left here, there was a whiteboard, or rather a chalkboard, a blanked out chalkboard right here. It had nothing on it. It was very slightly to the left of this desk. I don't know why I remember that very specific detail, but I do. Blank chalkboard right there. On the desk itself, there were blueprints for a cardboard cutout of a hippo with a violin. It was just for a cutout, it wasn't for an actual suit. But on the left side of the blueprints were the entire cutout, and on the right side there were attachments for it, such as various different arms. One had a violin, makes sense, blah blah blah. We had all these different shelves. The shelves had mostly boxes and a couple of pipes and stuff on them. The detailing on them wasn't very specific, so I didn't really worry too much about it. Moving on. Over here, I didn't do a very good job at showcasing this, but this is supposed to be a blown-out hole in the wall. As you can see over here, there was this door that had a shelf up against it so you couldn't access it, but this was a blown-out hole in the wall. There were bricks all over the ground. It's awesome. I will get into what's in this room after I check out this corner. So over here, I didn't make all the details here, but there was a pulley system. There was a chain going down and around a, what do you call the things? A gear. And the gear had a hole in the middle. On the ground, there was a portable light with a handle on the back of it. I know that there's a handle on the back because my friend kept trying to pick it up. That was pointing directly at said gear. And then next to it, there was a door sort of similar to this, but it was down all the way. I didn't remake any of the logic here, I just set this up as a set piece. But the obvious implication was you needed to get a crank to twist the gear and open up the door. And the only way that you could go is through the blown out wall. So let's investigate what was in here. Alright, so first thing that I didn't get down very well in this quick sketch remake of the level, it was a lot darker and more blue. I think there may have been either lights or small windows at the top sections of this wall. Not sure, but that's how it sort of looked. This was a mascot of a very large pink dog by the name of Sharpay. And we know that was called Sharpay because one of the posters, a poster that people haven't actually seen yet, said Sharpay's Salon, and it had the same dog on it. To the right of it, this was a placeholder I put down to represent the elephant model from the end of Ruin. So at the very end of FNAF Ruin, there are a couple of different ruined mascots in the Mimic's lair. One of them is a messed up looking elephant. This was that elephant, but not messed up. To the right of him, there is this giant cake. I wrote down my notes that the cake was about 2 people tall, so approximately 10 feet. And yeah, on the other side, I remember that there was a mascot directly to the side of the blown out portion of wall, but I could not for the life of me remember what it was, so I just put down a question mark here. If anybody remembers what this was, please leave a comment and let me know. It has been driving me absolutely insane, the fact that I just didn't get it written down. But moving along, to the left of that there was a spaceship. To the left of the spaceship there was a propeller plane, and on top of many of these there were also a bunch of different cardboard cutouts. So I remember explicitly there was a cardboard cutout of a balloon animal dog. It was red and it had a smiley face on the front of it, like where the head would be. Next to that, there was a precursor to everyone's favorite number 1 crate, which I have dubbed the number 1 gift because it was a blue gift box that had the number 1 crate's features on it. Thought it was worth a hearty chuckle that they decided to throw that in for a game this early on. So I thought I'd mention that. I don't think there were any cardboard cutouts on this side of this lineup here, but there may have been. This is obviously the more important part. In the teaser trailer, obviously we have the box with the crank on it that the Mimic peeks out of. That is the first thing that you see and that can actually interact with. This giant box with the crank on it. If you twist the crank, after a second, out comes Jackie, which is, I don't know if that's the official name, just what fans have been calling her, but that is the new clown-shaped animatronic that pops out. I believe she said something like, "Time to play," and it was in a high-pitched, girly-sounding voice. That is important to note because later on the pitch changes. I remember that behind the stuff over here there was an exit sign above a door, and that's when I realized that there was a door on the other side as well. Very clearly intentionally blocked off. So that's some environmental storytelling for you there. Keep going, there was a whole bunch of presents and stuff filling up probably about half of the room. Everything behind this big present. And in fact, there was more space behind the present that I didn't translate here in my recreation. We keep going, there was this wooden statue of a tower. I don't think that's the correct wording to use here, but good lord, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I am so tired, so bear with me here. I remember that there were these cutouts of these strange-looking knights across here. And I didn't bother representing them anyway, but they were knights. Right here, there was what I could only describe as a 3D cardboard cutout of an octopus. This is not the octopus that we see on the leaked poster, but it was a red octopus, and there were these different cardboard cutouts of its tentacles, and I believe its head was also a cutout. So that was right there. One more thing that I didn't translate in this recreation because I ran out of time and forgot, there were presents hanging from the ceiling on ropes. I remember there was one right about here, and I believe there was also one right about here, or possibly here, doesn't matter. Finally, we have this door. It had a card reader on the right, and it was a very new design, one I hadn't seen before in any previous FNAF game, so they're not reusing assets here, they're using completely new stuff for this game. You can tell that they're pulling out all the stops, which is very nice, even this early on, since it doesn't come out until 2025. But anyway, that's about it for the Mimic Room, as I've been calling it. Again, you pull this, she pops out, and it falls off. You pick it up and walk on over here, where you're inserted into the pulley system on the wall. That allows you to open up this partway, and when it fails to go up all the way, the prompt shows up showing you how to crouch. To do that, move on through. And now this room is one that we actually do have a picture of, thanks to some of the stuff that was in the line to get into the experience. I will pop that up right now. And I will say that I didn't model the other side of these windows, but there is a very large warehouse with a couple of different catwalks And in the center, there is a mascot suit being created. It looked like a large bulbous blue suit, so I could only imagine that's probably the suit of the hippopotamus that we saw on the blueprints over there. We keep on moving. Oh, no we don't, because now I need to talk about the 6 different posters on the wall. So, from left to right, there was the Fredbear's Family Diner poster with Fredbear. There was the Fredbear's Family Diner poster with Bonnie. There was a Fredbear poster with the number on it. And then there was a new poster that hasn't been leaked or shown anywhere yet called Sharpay's Salon. You look doggone beautiful. And there's a picture of the pink dog from the other room on the right side of it. Then there was another Fredbear poster with Fredbear. I don't remember which one it was. And finally, there was that mysterious octopus poster that we've gotten some pictures of. So that's it for this hallway. We move on into here, and we are greeted by the Mailbot, which is a very early precursor to the staff bot scene in Security Breach. I will post a picture of my recreation of this model right now, so you can get a look at essentially what we would be looking at here. You walk in and he says, "Welcome, new user. Would you like to have your mail delivered?" or something similar to that. He basically ignores you after that and just keeps repeating various lines. There's a bunch of paper here. Sometimes he picks up a sheet and then shreds it in his built-in shredder. But as we keep moving, there's another door. It also had a card reader to the side here. I'll pop up a picture from the line if I haven't already. And that's it for this section. Obviously, we've got another large window looking into the warehouse. This was one that the developer that was proctoring my 5th playthrough very intentionally told me to look at. I was looking over here at the Mailbot, and he told me to do a 180 and look behind me. So this was a stack of pizza boxes. At the very top, you could see that it said it was Fredbear's Family Diner. So think of that as you will, whatever that means for the lore. Over here, we had a desk. Something that I forgot to put on the wall here, by the way, was a single shelf. And I don't remember what was on the shelf, but that will be important in a moment. On the desk, there was a rotary phone. This isn't a good model to use, but it was the one that I had on hand. And then over here, there is this generator that you had to pull to get working. The pulley is on this side of this table. And I really thought that whatever it was that they had me walk on was some manner of sign, so I just chose the sign texture. But there's a green thing that you walk up and fall off of so that you can't get back to the other side. But you go over here, you pull on it, and as you're pulling on it, you start hearing thumping from down the hallway. And out emerges Jackie. She pulls herself up by using her spring-loaded arms to, push around the walls and pull herself over. As soon as she gets to about here, she realizes that her box that she is a part of, the big present from the other room, is preventing her from going through the doorway. So she rips herself off of it, which is why the prop that we see, the prop that we've gotten pictures of, is missing its lower torso. It's because she was connected to the box and she rips herself out of it. The moment that she does that, the Mailbot turns to her and tries to say, "Welcome, new user." As soon as he starts talking, she snaps her head over to look at it and says, "Tag, you're it," grabs the Mailbot, slams him into the wall, slams him into the ceiling, and slams him to the floor, tosses him through the wall over here, destroying the wall completely. This isn't a damaged wall when you walk in. It is completely destroyed by the time she does that. And that also knocks this down, allowing you to proceed. You have to move very quickly so she doesn't instantly kill you. But you go through the hole in the wall, which I did not model the other side of, and you fall down into the start of the second level, which is titled The Chase. And I have not remade the chase yet, but yeah. This has been my recreation. And again, this isn't supposed to be something that's playable. It's just proof of concept, a little sketch, if you will. But my recreation of the manager's office from the upcoming Secret of the Mimic map. The Secret of the Mimic game. You can tell how tired I am. God! I've been Wolfclock. I will hopefully get that second level remade very soon, and I will see you all in the next video whenever it may be. Thank you for watching.